Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the GC Informer, GameCast's very own news program. I'm your host for today, Mark, also known as Westward. First up, Taiko Drum Master for Switch may be making its way westward. For those unfamiliar, Taiko Drum Master is a rhythm game where players beat on a drum peripheral with 2 sticks. The drum is very responsive, so it's not just a simple matter of hitting it as the notes appear. The Japanese arcade versions have huge track lists, mostly consisting of J-pop and anime and game soundtracks. It's a lot of fun and really intense. The Switch version uses the Joy-Cons and their HD rumble to imitate the feeling of the arcade game. This week, a trademark was spotted on the Australian classification board for Taiko no Tatsujin, Drum and Fun, which implies we may be getting a local release. It's actually pretty funny these days how many games localizations get leaked ahead of time, with next week's Shining Resonance Refrain being in a similar position at the start of the year. Hopefully with localization we'll also be getting the drum peripheral too, as it'll help replicate the crazy arcade experience. Next, another bit of news relating to Australia. We Happy Few has been reclassified as an R18+ game, and is slated for release in the country. As you may or may not have been aware, shortly before E3 this year, the classification board refused the game and banned it within the country. This mainly had to do with the incentivization of drugs, which is a huge no-no in Australian games. Sure, we've had games come through with drugs before, but they are almost always challenged when they reach the board. Thankfully, after reviewing the case again, the board decided that the game would be classified and released in Australia. This most likely had to do with both fan support and the devs identifying the game world and its use of drugs as a social commentary like the novel Brave New World. They weren't incentivizing them at all, they were a commentary and major plot point in their world building. I'm glad to see this game classified, as Australia tends to be very lax when it comes to extreme violence, but the second drug use is mentioned, everyone is up in arms. It's a bit of a double standard when you consider our R18 rating is meant to make sure only mature audiences can experience that content in the first place. I'm not saying to let anything and everything through, but to at least understand that adults can make their own decisions on what they want to play. And now I'm getting a bit off track. We Happy Few launches on August 10th for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. And that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to see more from me, you can find me right here as part of the review team, or over at Arisen Culture. Until next time, bye!